Robots Radio presents...
Baby Beard Media presents a roll-to-cast RPG podcast in the world of Kids on Bikes by Renegade Game Studios. Starring Christopher Bond as Eric Fisher, Phil Harker-Smith as Jono Smith, and Sean Fleur as Dicky Morse. Story, GMing, and additional rules by Ellen Graham. Design by Jack Sumner. Music by Paul Goodman. This is Mystery Down Under. It's 6 a.m. and it's already too bloody hot. The sun is busy beating down on the lonely coastal town of WarraWirrin, Western Australia on Wadandi land. There's barely a fart of wind, and you can feel sweat trickle down your spine until it mingles with the dusty ground. The heat shimmers over the horizon like some strange spirits recoiling from the ground. Normally, you wouldn't even be close to being the earliest citizen to stir awake. All the healthy men in town and a few Sheilas troop bleary-eyed to the iron mines to begin their workday at 3:30 a.m. The North Limited mines sit at the edge of town like a newly fed spider, its stout body, the central processing plants, which splits out into several legs of belts, camps and digging sites. But it's dead boring there, especially for kids, and besides, today is one of the few days it's not in full swing. Except for a few unfortunate shift workers, the rest of the town is enjoying a good lie-in on this public holiday. January 26th, known to some as Australia or Federation Day, others as an Invasion Day, but most of the town's denizens mainly see it as a day off. A whole day in the middle of summer. There's snags to be sizzled, rocks to climb, and the beach beckons. Speaking of the beach, the usually too rough tides and cruel waves that batter the sharp spire-like rock formations are somewhat tameable for a brief halcyon period every year, which means... Welcome to the annual WarraWirrin Surfing Championship of 1970!
Yes! Yes!
Oh my gosh, it's hot. And now we see where our kids on bikes are. So let's shoot over to Dicky. Dicky, now I assume that you would have maybe liked a lie-in, having spent so much time in bed reading under the covers with a torch.
Yeah, I reckon Dicky is he's taken the time to erect a sort of a tent under his blankets. Even though it's light now, he's darkened his room. He's pitched the tent, the nice version, and he's got like newspaper clippings and like little books underneath. And he's just like scouring kind of the latest stories and really devouring that. He doesn't really need to go to the beach. He's not a swimmer. He's not a surfer.
Can you describe a little bit about what his appearance is?
Yeah, so Dicky, he has a mop of blonde hair that's usually parted into a nice side part. His face is also framed by a big pair of round spectacles, almost too big for his face. He doesn't particularly like to wear them quite often, but for his reading purposes, he will. He's dressed today in an orange and green horizontally striped t-shirt and blue shorts, and just wearing a pair of white socks because he's not going to have his shoes in bed.
So he's made this little fort in his bedroom, which is filled with all sorts of paraphernalia.
No one's allowed to come in.
However, you do get a knock at the door. Dicky!
What?
I know that you're awake. I can see the lights from under the door.
So?
Well, your sister wants to go down to the beach to enjoy the surfing championship.
So,
I think you should go outside and get some sunlight. You look just like a ghost, Dicky. Go down, be nice to your sister, and enjoy.
I'll be nice to my sister when she's nice to me.
Dicky, shouldn't speak that way about your sister. I know that she's a teen. She's going through some stuff. It happens to women at a certain age.
Mom, stop!
All right, well, you can either sit here and have this conversation.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay. All right, and your poor mum, Mildred, happy to have the house to herself finally so she can actually get the house in ship shape order. And you and your teenage sister, Jessica.
Great. We're going together.
Yes,
Awesome.
absolutely. She's very unimpressed that you have now been tied to her today and that she will be entirely responsible for you and your fate.
She would love the fact that as Dicky steps out of the house, he runs around the side and he picks up his walking stick. It's got a big kind of shoulder-length stick that he takes along with him for his travels.
Like a hiking pole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like I need a walking stick.
No,
like a pioneer.
Like an adventurer would
He
have.
is.
I like the idea that she's responsible for him, but that'll probably last about as long as it takes to get to the beach.
Which both of us are completely fine with.
Yes. She's there with her backpack. She's in a very kind of fashionable bathing suit with just her towel kind of wrapped around. It's a small town. It's the middle of summer. It does not matter. But she's got her flip-flops on, her bathers, her towel wrapped around you, and she just looks at you and your stupid get-up and your big piece of driftwood that you're using as a hiking post, even though the beach is about 5 minutes away.
What?
Let's go. Now we swing to Jono, or John.
G'day.
It's 6 a.m. and
Well, yeah.
what were you doing the night before? This is the middle of summer as well, so no school.
Well, probably helping Dad. You know,
Yep.
he's got his car, and he's taken a bit of time to work on it. It's an old beater, so we were probably up last night. I'm just helping him. I just stand nearby while he's underneath the hood, and hand him things. Stay up a bit later with him because he's not working in the mine today. So we actually get a bit of time when he's not totally exhausted. So Dad and I get on all right. We just don't see enough of each other. Yeah.
Yeah. So you might wake up at around 5 in the morning. Your dad already just too worn in by his
I reckon
schedule.
Izzy wakes me up.
Yes. Oh, your little sister, Izzy.
Yeah, so she's like 5 years old, right? So she won't. I've told her in the past, don't bother Dad when he got a chance to sleep in. Just don't bother him. Come bother me. And so she's like, wake up. And so probably at this point in the morning, I'm playing tea party with her or something.
Yes. So Izzy is quite excitable, but also she's a little bit, you know her very well, and she can be quite emotionally sensitive and fragile. And you've noticed that she's had a lot of trouble sleeping of late. It kind of keeps making her way to Dad's bed in the middle of the night and crawling in with him. And then when he is up at, around 3 a.m., she kind of slowly crawls into your bed. In the morning, she probably would have woken you. You would have really liked the sleep in more than anyone. You kind of have to be Dad while Dad's away.
Yeah, but you're dutiful, I wouldn't resent her for it.
Exactly.
It's just more of a, morning, hi.
Jono,
What's going on?
can we do a tea party?
Yeah, right. Who else is coming?
The Prime Minister.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Is he up this early?
Yeah, he never sleeps.
Oh, okay. That's
And
how he
Skippy.
gets all that done.
And Skippy the kangaroo is here too.
Too right, okay. Well, I better get up if Skippy's coming. He's a celebrity.
And so she's arranged all the kind of mismatched mugs in your china cabinet. She kind of goes away like a golden retriever and continues to bring back piles of cutlery and china from the kitchen.
And I'm sitting there waiting, just eating a piece of toast.
Yeah.
There's a bit of butter on it, just while she just comes back.
You have such a better relationship with your sibling than I do. God damn.
And she just kind of piles all the things around in the bed. She has some of her stuffed animals very well worn. It's a kind of plush toy that's almost like the Raggedy Andy.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the Prime Minister today.
Okay,
and,
yeah.
And there is another.
I'm very honoured to meet him, by the way.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Gorton. It's a stuffed dog, but that's our kangaroo.
That's your Skippy.
But that's her childhood toy.
What's that, Skippy? No way.
Oh,
I don't know how kangaroos talk.
that's the
Pretty
first
sure he does
NPC
the
you have to do.
I'm pretty sure he does the little tick.
Yeah, he does the little tick. That's Skippy.
I
Yeah.
never watched Skippy's though.
Neither did I, but you all did as characters.
Oh, too right. There's been an accident at the mines. You need me to go and save everybody? What's public holiday? I'm afraid I got a day off today. Oh, I'm sorry, Skippy. We'll go help him out later, all right?
And as your dad walks in, he kind of stands in the hallway. William Smith, Bill Smith
Bill
to
Smith.
some.
Will Smith
Will
to
Smith
others.
to others.
Yeah,
Others.
he's a very. What does he look like?
So there's a line of kind of nondescriptness that runs in the family with the Smiths. He looks
John Smith?
I'm
What?
John Smith. He's Bill
Nothing
Smith.
ordinary about him.
Yeah, so he's got a mo. He's got a nice
Yeah.
upper lip slug.
Dirty Mo.
I was going to say crop duster. That's not right.
It's getting a little bit salt and pepper
Yes.
these days from the stresses of his life. So yeah, he's got a receding hairline and a big 70s mo.
Yeah.
And this morning, he's just in a wife beater.
Yep.
Sorry, that's bad
Singlet.
terminology. Singlet. Sorry, excuse me.
A tank top, I
Tank
think.
top,
I don't
if
know
you
if
would.
everyone
A
does
singlet,
singlets,
yeah.
but yeah, it's just
a sleeveless t-shirt.
Yes.
if you will.
Of the white variety.
and probably
Yes.
some boxes.
Yeah, with a couple of holes in it and some
Yeah.
boxes. While he's not a big man, he is kind of like, wiry and tough from working in a physical job in the mines, like a lot of men in this town.
Yeah. There's a peakiness to his appearance, and while he is strong, it's worn down, and he just kind of stands in the hallway. And this is a precious moment for him because he's usually up and awake, and if there's something really desperate, he might just kind of give you a little shake on your shoulders and kind of leave you a note by your bedside. And when he comes home from the mine, he's usually so tired that you just kind of treat him a bit like a jungle gym, or Izzy does anyway, and just kind of climbs all over him. And he just kind of smiles to himself, and he's like, I can see that you've got a esteemed guest, Minister Gorton.
Prime Minister's come, yeah.
And who's this? He points at the stuffed dog.
It's Skippy.
Skippy!
Off the TV, Dad.
Oh my goodness, he kind of does a big mock bow.
Everyone's more
Skippy.
excited. Everyone's more excited to meet Skippy.
Everyone's
I mean-
genuinely
Fuck off,
more
Gordon.
excited.
Personally,
I mean, that's Australian culture right there.
That's right,
Personally, I think you've done so much more for the Australian climate and society, Mr. Skippy. If I might call you Mr. Skippy.
I think he's a true Aussie hero, Dad.
I wouldn't disagree. Now,
What you doing with your day off?
well, honestly, I think I'm going to go back to bed. But the championship's on today.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Friend gave me a buzz. Apparently the waves are smooth enough to just glide on out.
Not much of a surfer, Dad, I have never had much time to learn,
No, but you can always watch.
What about Izzy?
Izzy, what do you reckon? You want to get on a little knee board and show the waves what you got? Oh, gosh. Oh, I guess I'm Izzy. She kind of starts jumping on the bed. She's like, I want to win. I'm going to be the best surfer.
All right, well, get your board then.
Come on, Jono, please. Are you going to surf too?
I was never very good at it. Fine, Izzy. We'll go. Maybe I'll have one go in the water, okay?
That's the spirit. Are you two going to be all right down the beach?
Oh, we'll be fine, Dad. I'll
Okay.
look after her.
All right. So he reaches into his boxer pockets. No, he goes to the kitchen kind of junk drawer, in which he kind of throws assorted notes.
Oh, thanks, Dad. You don't have to do
He
that.
gives you a £10
Holy
note.
shit.
I know.
Fuck
I know.
me.
Adjusted for inflation, that's like
No, $100.
Like 100 or 50.
Yeah.
it's $50.
50 bucks,
There
100
you
bucks.
go. You work really hard, Jono, and I know it's a lot
Thanks,
on you.
Dad.
But
Thanks,
I just
Dad.
want you to have a really good day today.
Yeah, for
Don't
you.
get into too much trouble.
Well, you have a good sleep, eh?
Yeah, I will. Or maybe get into a little bit of trouble. Lord
Yeah,
knows
all
that you
right.
deserve it. All right? A few Sheilas
Yeah,
down
all
there.
right. Oh, shut up, Dad. All right.
Okay. All right. Love you both. And he kind of gives you big kisses
Dad.
on the...
Yeah, we've both been embarrassed
Oh, what?
so
You're
far.
too big of a man to kiss your old man, huh?
Oh, it's all right. You're just messing up my hair.
Oh, all right. And he kind of ruffles it even more. Is that better? Is that better?
Oh,
Getting closer. What do you reckon, Izzy?
Oh, God. All right.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Come here, Izzy Bear. And he kind of wraps her up and swings her around, gives her lots of kisses and hugs. And he goes, all right, now I don't want to see you again until you're all burned from the sun and you smell like salt, all right?
All right, Dad.
Okay,
Let's go.
go
Come on,
have
Izzy.
some fun.
And then I think I just chuck on, it's like a mustard yellow
Mm-hmm.
singlet, pair of those, green shorts, those
Yep.
like 70s shorts, a little line down the side, the piping, white piping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was back in the day when men could wear booty shorts.
Yeah, tiny little bum
It
hugging
was
shorts.
the epitome of masculinity. Let's switch to
By the way,
Eric.
£10,
Yes.
about $100.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm not revising anything I say in this podcast.
Average pay for an Australian man was $115 a week.
It's bloody Australia Day, mate.
£115.
Yeah.
Gave you a week's wage in your pocket.
It's a public holiday.
Yeah.
Eric.
Eric.
Now, you've probably been up for probably quite a while at this point.
Eric usually dodges his father because his father's probably out to work before he's up. His father's not going to work. He's going to have to sneak out of the house to get past his father.
Yeah, he's doing his morning ritual, the kind of thing that helps Eric find some stability in this world, in his kind of turbulent home life. And he just loves to run, he's kind of running from everything. And so you wake up, Eric, and you realize, crap, Dad's still home today.
Shit. Eric will look at the window as an option, realize the fly screen will be tricky to get past.
If you lift it up, you could probably pull it out, but you have to be really careful.
And if Dad sees that, he'll flip.
Yeah.
So he's going to get changed quickly into green booty shorts.
Hey, I got the same brand.
Yeah, matching.
With white piping down the side and a bright red orange singlet. Good for runners.
Yeah,
Singlets
high-vis.
and short shorts.
There's been a few times where Eric's had to dodge kind of cars early in the morning.
The odd ute.
He just kind of runs wherever, the whole of WarraWirrin is Eric's track, as it were.
He'll also grab a small... I didn't run this past you, Ellen, but I'm wondering if I can.
A gun, no.
A gun. A small Walkman. So a small tape deck.
Oh, okay.
Is that too much?
No. It would be a cassette.
A cassette, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a prized possession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An iPod.
Like a small tape deck with an orange, like the orange small earbuds.
So you heard there's a kind of rich troublemaker, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Pennington. His family are kind of a bit more wealthy, well off. His dad's kind of like a plant manager at the mine. So he's got a bit of cash to burn, and he loves to burn it because
relatively.
Yeah.
He's not like big city rich. He's WarraWirrin
but
rich.
he's country rich,
Yeah,
which
that's right.
It goes somewhere.
you can buy all the pollywaffles. Or
Ooh, Pollywog.
different treats.
Yum.
Wagon wheels
Buffalo.
exist as
Wagon
well.
wheels, exactly.
Buffalo
All
Bills.
the lollies that your heart desires that you kids would have to scrimp and save for weeks.
Well, I got £10, so I'm all right.
But today you are
You get
a
10 of
rich,
them.
rich man, Jono.
What, are you saying that he took it off Jason?
No, Jason kind of, because his dad kind of does a lot of liaising with international buyers, quite often he is the first to kind of bring things into the country town.
Uh-huh.
You beat Jason in a race.
Nice.
And you took the Walkman off him.
Cool.
And ever since that, it's been your little symbol of pride.
Nice.
Your little symbol of accomplishment. So you take this Walkman... You in your running costume. Can you just quickly, Eric's a young athlete.
Eric's a young athlete. He's
Strong.
sort of built like a greyhound.
Yep.
Wiry and fast. Long and long-limbed.
With a tail.
With a tail. And
Skippy.
Built like a bus.
built like a bus.
Greyhound
Greyhound
bus.
race.
I just got that. Holy shit.
So he's tall, long-limbed, quite thin, and has kind of like an angular, sharp face, almost pointed. He's not a particularly attractive-looking young man.
It's a very severe look, isn't it?
Yeah,
And it
well-
kind of almost puts people a bit...
It definitely puts people off. When they get to
Yeah.
know him, they know that he's not serious at all, but it's just kind of angular and a bit sharp and pointy. He's got a mop of blonde hair and blue eyes, and he's creeping through the house trying to sneak out the back door.
Once Dad's sleeping, he needs to stay asleep. And you've been told many times. Otherwise, you're going to meet the,
Yeah. I'm going to eat the wrong end of a belt.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I think all ends of the belt are pretty wrong.
Gonna say,
but,
what's the right end of the belt?
Yes,
That's
exactly. And so you kind of just, you're so nervous, you're shaking. You open your door, silence.
Could crawl down the hallway.
But you step onto the creaky floorboard.
Nothing.
Make another step.
Keep stepping down.
Yeah, keep stepping down.
Slowly stepping down.
Slowly. Did you turn on the lights at all?
No, God, no.
Your mum left the vacuum cord. She was busy kind of vacuuming as much as she could, you know, before your father got home. It was an early knockoff. So she was trying desperately to do all the chores that she could so that, you know, happy house, happy husband. And she just kind of ran out of time and left things a bit haphazardly. But the cord of the vacuum, you kind of stumble over it.
Shoot.
Can you roll flight for me?
Yeah.
I can roll. I can roll flight for you, Ellen.
Thank you.
That's my best stat. I have a
Now,
flight of
you
20.
haven't heard anything although the lack of hearing anything has made you more nervous than
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Because your dad's...
There should be snoring.
Yes, when your dad's onto you, he's there like a flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right? And he gets angry like it's like a storm.
0 to
right?
10.
Comes upon you.
Yeah.
I'm going to set this at like a 6.
Oh, yeah, I can just take the 10.
Oh, there you go.
because
Yes, you can.
I am cool under pressure. Even in snap moments, I can take my half.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
you trip on the cord. You kind of use that core strength that you've got from running, and you kind of slowly place it down so that your whole foot grounds through the floor. So you're not landing wrong. Instead of landing with a thunk, you make the considered effort to place your foot. And there's a little bit of a...
Eric looks up, his mop of blonde hair like flicking up over his head, looking around,
Yeah.
smiles to himself, nods a little bit. Okay, cool.
And then you
goes to the back door.
Exactly. You're flighty. You know that you haven't woken anyone, so you just kind of take that opportunity to zip out.
Headphones on, the Beach Boys,
Hey!
1965 album,
Yes.
on tape. And he begins running down to the beach
Down
because
to the
there's
beach.
the dunes are perfect place to practice running.
Lovely. And you don't run with shoes, do you?
No, so yes, he's got no shoes on. He's
wonder
running.
he's so quick.
He's got maybe a backpack from the side that says like his running backpack,
Yep.
which has his drink bottle, a pair of shoes for like not running, for walking, I guess is what you might call it.
That thing you do that's
Standing?
slower than running.
Yeah, for being a normal person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his bag has a big hole in it, so hopefully nothing falls out. But
Hopefully.
his tape deck sits on his hip, and his orange headphones are on.
He's a very colourful dude.
It's the 70s,
It is.
Yeah.
and he's off.
It was sepia tone then, baby.
He starts running down
Lovely.
the streets of WarraWirrin down to the beach.
Lovely. So, I think probably you would make it there first, Eric. You're a zippy kid. You're running down. You kind of see that, today's, because the surfing championship never happens on a set day. You have to check when the waves are going to be, not brutal enough to just
Throw everyone off.
kill all the surfers who are contending.
And it's a tie.
Yes.
Try and get it on Aussie Day, though, right? They try.
They try, but
try,
you
yeah.
can't control the weather,
That's
mate.
true. Oh, that's true.
Much as you try.
You feel it in the kind of air or the lack of, harsh winds that you're like, oh my God, I think it's going to be happening. And so people have been running down and checking the beach and kind of going, is it time yet? Nah, not yet. Okay. Is it time yet? And today is the day. So you're running down and you see all these throngs of people already gathered at the beach from all different walks of life. You've got all the little kids. Some of them are trying to use like bin lids as like little paddle boards.
Right.
But some of them have actual proper boards and they're set up. And Fran has the cool old lady that she is. She has just brought a huge esky with her, wheeled it onto the beach, set up under an umbrella, and she's pretty much running the pub from there.
Mobile pub.
So she kind of waves to you, Eric.
Eric waves back.
Eric,
Runs over.
come on, are you coming down to, show the waves what you've got? You're a pretty athletic kid.
No, I'm just going to do some running.
You're going to run today?
Yeah.
On a day like today?
Yeah.
There's hardly any breeze to
It's
help
good.
you.
You can run, though.
That's true. Well, I was wondering if you wouldn't like to help me by running.
Oh, yeah?
Some of these, we've got some posts here. We've got some cones for the championship today.
Great. Yeah.
It's happening today.
Sure.
Oh, fantastic, Eric. You're a good lad. And she kind of like reaches in to her cooler, and she's got like a sarsaparilla that she, home bottles. Would you like a sarsaparilla?
No, thanks. I might have it when I come back.
All right. Thank you, Eric. It's a big help. So you kind of like grab all these cones and you set up different stations, and also just like there's some deck chairs that she's got to the side. It's a day for all the community to come together. And as you're kind of running around, you see or you hear rather, and I want to get 3 ice creams. You got how much is an ice cream?
It's okay. We've got enough for ice cream.
No, we might not. I have it forever. I want one with a flake.
No,
and
but
I
if
want
you
one
get
with
too many,
sherbet.
they'll melt. You have to have one at a time.
I'll
Let's
eat
start
it. It
with-
won't melt.
Let's start with one ice cream, okay? Just go pick an ice cream.
Yeah.
Go, pick an ice cream.
Okay. So she kind of
Come back with 5.
yeah. Jono, poor Jono, your classmate Eric, is being catapulted through the dunes as his young
Carried along
kid
by the
sister.
hand.
Exactly, she's basically dragging him through. There's a little ice cream kind of stand that's been set up, and someone's, it's the classic kind of whippy. Dumping sherbet and flakes and hundreds of thousands, what you Yanks call sprinkles.
Does it have the siren that plays that song? What is that? Greensleeves.
Yeah,
yes.
someone's driven the beach, the van up onto the beach.
Yeah, with the hard packed sand.
Yeah, but you do see a few kind of blokes in the all white and their caps kind of standing around the back. Nah, Dave, I reckon we've got bogged. Yeah, no, I know. It was a good idea, and you make a lot of sales today, but I don't think the van's going to budge. So that's something we'll need to figure out. What do you got to say for yourself, Dave? Oh, well.
I knew that was Dave's voice. I fucking knew it. I don't know.
Oh,
sorry.
I don't know what you expect me to do. I don't know. It's, the kids, I come to the kids.
G'day, you guys serving yet?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Dave, get in the van.
Can I just get soft serve for me and Izzy?
A soft serve? Would you like anything on top, or just a plain soft serve?
You want flakes, don't you? Just chuck a couple of flakes
I
in
want a flake, and I want sherbet.
just everything.
and I want
Everything for the little one.
Everything.
Flake
Dave,
and sherbet?
Dave, they said everything. They said everything. All right, Dave's in a hurry at the back.
No, I've started.
Scoops
Izzy's
are
going to
flying.
regret that.
That kid's coming down from a sugar high like
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
else.
And so he gives you 2 cones, and they are just improbably high, just piled up the top, because there's sprinkles. There's like 2 flakes shoved in there. There's 2 bubblegum balls as kind of like weird eyes. You kind of get that they're kind of like alien looking.
Oh wow.
Hey,
Eric,
Hey, yeah,
I'm getting ice cream.
okay.
Dad chucked us a £10 note. You want ice cream?
No, I can't afford ice cream.
No, from me. My shout.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. He'll run up.
yeah.
What do you want, mate?
Just a small regular ice cream, thanks, mate.
Flake.
Nah, that's all right. Thanks, though.
Sherbet.
It's all good. Thanks, mate.
Sure, mate?
Yeah, no,
All right,
just
go
a
on.
small. Just
What he said.
just a small regular one, thanks,
So
mate.
you get your just normal soft serve ice cream in a cone, compared to the 2 comically large ones.
We're all,
Oh,
we're all
no, I know what's
standing
gonna
there next to my
happen.
old board,
Yeah.
shoved in the sand,
Lovely.
like it's not properly waxed because I don't really serve.
Yeah.
Izzy's
And we're all
going to
3
get
of us are
knocked
just
over.
standing there,
Yeah.
like,
And the ice cream's going to go on the ground, and Izzy's going to cry.
Oh,
Big
no.
thing.
Shush.
No,
You're
so
evil.
You begin to eat, and you also you see 2 figures approaching. One, this kind of young, long-legged teen girl. Her long, kind of very dark, almost black hair is kind of curling around her shoulders, and she's got her kind of sunglasses, and she kind of like tilts them up to you 2 boys. Hiya, fellas.
Hey.
Hey, this is Jessica.
This is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica. Have I eaten any of my ice cream yet?
Can you roll? Actually, both of you, can you roll charm for me?
Be like grit.
I'm just like, how much of a, like, how much
Can you
how
compose
much ice
yourself?
cream do we have, like, pasted
Yeah,
around
yeah.
our lips at this point? Around our, like, shitty mustaches.
What's the DV? I'm going to say it's 5.
Oof, I just rolled under.
I
by
got
one.
a 6.
Oh,
we get an adversity token.
I rolled a 4.
You get an adversity
Adversity
token.
token.
That's your first adversity token.
I actually get 2.
Oh, that's right. Would
Because
you
I'm-
like to
because
hand
I'm
some to
easygoing.
Chris? You're easygoing.
You don't care that you've been
So-
totally embarrassed.
Because you have a fondness for Jessica, as
A
it
tiny,
were, Eric.
tiny crush.
You find that she's just
She's nice.
she's
It's less,
nice to
like,
you.
It's less sexual attraction or anything like that. It's just she's a nice person
and
who
also,
I like.
and also she has this kind of confidence about herself that you find just really invigorating. And so you just kind of taken in, and she's got this really cool bathing suit as well, like almost like a 20s style. Yeah, she looks like this kind of silver starlet almost, in the way she's positioned herself and she carries herself, and you're just kind of so in awe, and you're kind of like waving to her and eating your ice cream, and as you pull the ice cream away, it's just all on your nose and your upper lip.
Eric will say, "Oh, hey, Jessica," as he takes his ice cream away from his mouth. "Hey, you look great. Do you want some ice cream?"
Is it going?
Yeah, it's my shout, yeah.
It's
Australia
Jono.
Day. Surfing competition.
No wonder you're the town saviour.
As he was trailing a little bit behind, because the reason that they are so late is that Dicky, like a golden retriever, just has to stop at every, cool looking bush and grabbing stones.
Yeah.
And so, constantly he's just grabbing things. It's like, come on, we're going to be late to the beach. And so eventually he'd been kind of trying to regale her with different stories because he just has to talk. So even though he was far behind, he was in mid-story. So just and the Hawkesbury River monster, it makes me think about it. It's 35 feet long. It's about black and grey skin. But the thing is, it's around Hawkesbury. But the thing is, right, is that the indigenous people, they knew all about this monster.
Dicky?
They warned everyone to not go in the river. But there's this one fisherman, he was in the
Dicky.
river. And then from underneath,
Dicky.
he got burst right in the air and it went 10
Dicky,
feet.
can I tell you something?
What?
Shut up.
Do you want an ice cream, mate? My shout. Anything you want on it.
He's he's got his lips, he's shutting up.
So I see the whole walk here, you decide to talk my ear off. But now that a nice person is going to offer you an ice cream, oh my gosh, he's going to pass out. Look, give him...
Hey, Dicky.
Is it okay, Jono?
It's fine. Don't worry
Oh
about
my
it,
gosh,
Jessica.
no wonder you're the town hero. She's kind of curling her hair a little bit.
Just trying to be nice.
Just trying to be nice, just saving kids from the surf. Yeah, could Dicky get a soft serve with lots of sherbet?
Dicky,
Yeah.
man.
And a flake.
Oh, okay. Steve, what he said, mate?
Dave, we got more sherbet left. Oh, come on, Dave.
You're bringing up sherbet. Oh
no.
It's the beginning of the day. and
It's
already
the
out.
sherbet shortage of 1970.
It was just under the... Yeah, it's fun. Is blue sherbet okay?
It's my favourite colour.
Oh, that's good for me. He just kind of, he swirls the ice cream around in the blue sherbet, artfully puts a flake in. Dave takes a lot of pleasure in his work. and he passes it to you.
Dicky grabs it with both hands, and then he almost forgets that he's wearing his glasses, so takes his glasses off and puts them in his back pocket as if he was never wearing them at all because he's in public again. And he tries to have the ice cream but also the walking stick but also his backpack, and then he just gives up and throws everything, just sits on the ground and starts eating it.
So are you guys competing today?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not that good.
What? Are you serious? You're not competing today?
No, I mean I've got to watch Izzy as well. It's fine.
I mean, I was just going to do some running, but maybe I could go.
I think surfing is so cool.
Yeah, I'm surfing today.
You're surfing, Eric?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't
You
have.
win every running championship.
Yeah,
so.
I hope I can do the same. I don't have a board though.
You can use mine.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
It's all right.
Do you
Oh my
do you know how to?
gosh.
Do you know how to? Yeah, we'll chat later.
Just sort of you kind of you just
stand
up
on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll give you a couple pointers.
It'll be fine. It'll be
I'm not
cool.
the best.
Yeah. I'm really struggling to roleplay insecure and easygoing and laid back. It's very fun.
It's very teenage.
It is very teenage.
Incredibly teenage.
Eric, you're very awkward.
Yeah. Thanks, Dicky.
No, I just mean you just don't talk a lot and stuff.
You talk enough for all of us though, so that works
Yeah, I
out.
like to talk.
That's right.
Don't even question how true that is. What were you telling me about before, Dicky? That Harold Holt is...
Oh, yeah. Harold, about the island? Yeah, because, you know how Harold Holt went missing, the other year, right? Is that he didn't...
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, but they don't know the reason why he went away. Because actually, he never actually, just disappeared or died or anything like that. There's, an island around where he went off, and he actually went there, and that's where he... So whenever anyone goes missing, that's where they go. They go to that island, and he's, started this, new place, and he's, King Holt right? So
You don't
not-
reckon he'd just drown?
Nah, he didn't go drown because that's where Holt is. That's where Paul McCartney is, and that's where my dad is, and that's
Okay,
where-
Dicky, why
Eric-
don't you have your ice cream?
Eric all the way through nods enthusiastically, as with knowledge, and then when the other two teens like dismiss it, he's like, and shakes his head, joins them.
As more people start to congregate on the beach, Jessica kind of, oh my gosh, hi! And she kind of like waves at her group of friends. What you would kind of know as the cool kids. Jason, Charlotte, Michelle. They're the cool teens in class. And they're always like, I mean, everyone smokes, but they smoke the most. Jason has all these cool things from America. They're just so cool. And Jessica's like, listen, Eric,
Hey, yeah?
do you reckon you could do me like a huge favor?
Yeah, whatever for you, Jessica. I mean, whatever.
So my friends are over there.
Yeah.
And we were planning on just, like having a few beers before. And could you watch Dicky for me?
You know, I'm right here, and Mum says you're not allowed to have beers.
If you don't tell Mum about this, Dicky, I will. What do you want?
I
Gonna
want
regret this.
your pocket money for next 2 weeks. 3 weeks.
Can you roll charm for me?
Yeah. Oh, this is
I am
gonna be,
also going to roll.
This is going to be awful. Dicky is not good at
Actually, I think
charm.
maybe she's
Oh,
going.
shit.
You rolled a
Dicky
1.
rolled a +1, which makes it a 2.
Oh, lucky
Oh
you.
goodness.
Have an adversity token.
Yeah, Jessica rolled a 13.
Jesus Christ!
You ain't getting 3 weeks of pocket money. She goes, you can have my pocket money that I've got today.
How much is that?
I've got about £3.
And you
That's
have
a
to
lot.
listen to
There's
one.
still a lot.
That's $20.
And you have to listen to
Australia,
one of my
everyone's
stories,
got their
and
money
you're not
out.
allowed to make fun, and you're not allowed to interrupt me.
I will listen to one of your stories, but I can interrupt whenever I like.
And the pocket money?
Yeah, you get $2.50.
Okay. Keep
Okay.
eating his ice cream.
Okay.
Close the deal, Dicky.
Yeah.
You're ahead.
Thank you
By a lot.
so much, Eric. Jono, she kind of gives you like the air kiss to both of you. Thank you so much. You're such lifesavers. I guess you get that all the time, Jono.
Yes, well, since I saved that girl's
I
life.
know. Anyway, bye. Jason, Charlotte. And she kind of runs over to them,
Dicky's
Baywatch
just like
style.
scrunching his face all through that like faux goodbye, and he just like looks up, wait until she's gone, and just goes, Jessica sucks.
Hey, don't talk about your sister that way.
I just did.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Sun's out.
Just because you like
Surf's up.
I
her.
wanna
Keep
go-
eating his ice
chill
cream.
out.
I want to go surfing. Izzy has her ice cream all in her hair and face. Every surface area of her body that could possibly have ice cream has
Steve,
it.
you got something I can wipe up with?
Dave, have we got any? I don't know, serviettes, towelettes?
We can just
Come on, Dave.
We can just put her in the
This is
ocean. dude.
amateur hour.
She can just
Put her in the
She
ocean.
can just go for a bit of swim.
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
Did you bring your board, Izzy?
Yeah, I brought my
Kneeboard?
board. It's tiny, but it's also for a 5-year-old.
Yeah, it's a knee board,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah.
a knee.
It's a boogie
It's a
board.
boogie board or a knee board.
Well,
yeah.
just don't go too far out, okay?
Okay, and she kind of just like runs full pelt, and like the second the water like hits her shins, she just kind of falls over. Like there's not too many. Like there's a nice amount of waves
Yeah.
today. She's still very much on the shore. She just falls kind of head first into the sand, and she kind of goes, Jono.
It's all right, Izzy. Just get back up. Just get back up and take the next wave.
I want Skippy.
He's watching.
He's watching.
He's watching. Look.
Okay.
You can do it, Izzy.
Okay.
You're a #1 surfer. I mean,
And she kind of like wipes her tears, gets on her boogie board, and I'm gonna roll for her. What?
That's not Skippy's voice.
don't just go with it, Dicky.
Skippy's
Just
like-
go with it.
Skippy doesn't say words.
You know, she gets on the knee board, and she has like maybe 2 seconds of gliding before she kind of hits the deck again, and peals of laughter come from her. So, what are the rest of you doing?
I think for Dicky, he really indulges in the idea of watching what goes on around him and just seeing, like, you know, wherever the action is, so to speak, which would be the beach, what else is going on and what else is interesting and exciting, like the people and the kind of the flavor of the area that he's in.
We have a few people who are already are liaising with Fran, getting different kind of ribbons and whatnot to kind of figure out, not their team name, but just that they are participating
They're
in the race.
registering, yeah.
Yeah, so they've kind of got blue ribbons tied around their wrist to say that they're entering into the competition.
People out with their binoculars.
Yeah.
out
A lot of people have just decided to take up spot on the sand.
Set up their umbrellas.
Set up there. Fran is kind of purveying her goods, walking around, offering people nice ice cold beers to keep the day off.
Beer.
Beer.
Like a
Beer.
beer. You look like you need a beer.
Beer?
You need a beer.
Get a beer in you.
A few people sitting on the sore thumb, big red rock out in the water.
Yeah, you
watching
do
from
notice
there.
a few people, mainly teens, have kind of taken to climbing onto the red rock to get the best vantage point.
I can totally see that being an area that Jessica and crew would like go over to hang at some
Yes.
point in the day. It's
Sneak
like,
their
yeah,
beers over.
Yeah,
sneak
they
all
are.
over.
grab some beers and go to the Red Rock.
Yeah, they are in fact heading that way now.
Yeah.
With their little mini cooler.
Jono's kind of restless. He's probably like looking for interesting rocks and shells, chucking sticks in the sand. He's just doesn't really know what to do with himself when he doesn't have a responsibility. So he's just kind of a bit fidgety. He'll like show an interesting shell or two to Dicky, chuck in his bag.
I've already got 10 in here. And he takes the 11th one.
Eric is thinking about what Jessica said about surfing being very cool. And he looks at Jono's restlessness and he says, and bored, and goes, "Hey, Jono, do you know how to surf?
Yeah.
Could you teach me?"
Well, I mean, I'm not very good myself.
Eric's hand like goes to the back of his neck and rubs it, and he says, "Well, I'm not very good either because I don't know how to surf."
Well, I can
I know
show
how to
you what I
swim.
know. Like,
Okay.
You got to start like this, right? And I lay the
Yeah.
board on the sand, right? And you do the thing where you like kneel on the board and it's not actually in the water yet, and
Yeah.
you show the paddling.
Can you roll me brains, Jono?
Sure can. Do I have a difficulty for it?
I'm going to say it's a 7. Now this also it's not a snap decision. You can kind of take your time. You can
Well, I can't. Yeah, taking a half on that wouldn't make it. That would be a 6.
Yeah.
So I have to
You
roll
have to
this.
roll.
I got a 6, so not quite enough.
Did you want to add any adversity token?
This is my first one. So no, I
So
don't.
no. You said that thing about fidgeting where it's like you've got this day to spend, but it's kind of like it's so overwhelming that you don't quite know what to do. And there's a lot of people kind of coming and going, and the whooping of people, you know, getting tossed about in the tide, and the ice cream and the smell of someone's begun to sizzle something.
While I'm trying to show Eric how to surf, like people come up to me, like some of
Yeah.
the grown-ups, "Oh yeah, can you mow my lawn?"
Yeah,
or "Hey,
yeah.
were you gonna go do that thing? Oh, it's nice to see." And I'm just like torn between.
Yeah.
I also like the idea that the way you're explaining it to Eric, you're trying to do like an intellectual, like, so here's how you do it, because your character's quite smart.
Yeah.
compared
Comparatively,
to,
yeah. D12.
D12's
D4.
pretty high. Yeah, Eric is he's just not getting it.
So by the end, Eric, you're kind of left with like the idea of a stance, and that's it. That's all
Sure.
you know. Like
Stand on the board.
you stand up on the board.
Eric says, "Yeah, man, I'll get it."
It's probably not a good idea that you go surfing, Eric, because did you know that, like, in Western Australia, 14 people have died from shark attacks? So, like, there could be a shark out there today, and that means you could be the 15th person.
I could, yeah. That's
Yep.
true.
But there are so many other people out there. There's less of a chance that they'll eat Eric in particular.
That's also true. You both made really good points. I
You
think
feel better about being on that surfboard, Eric?
Eric is still insecure, but laid back. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to chance it though.
Yeah. So as you're kind of mucking around, standing on the board, Dicky is backstreet's back.
All right.
Backseat, rattling off statistics of
Just like
drowning
weird
and shark
anomalies
attack.
on, like, ways you can die, and people that have, like, not only Harold Holt, right? Like, all the people that have just gone missing in the water.
The history of surfing.
But, like, it might be it might be
That's
cool
everything.
though, because if you do go missing, then you can find the island too.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
true.
like, that's actually I'm on board now. You
Yeah.
should do it.
So
Okay.
Because then you can tell my dad.
So you're
Okay.
in this stance, and Charlie, Charlie comes running up to you. Now, you would all know Charlie. I mean, you know everyone in WarraWirrin. Charlie is a man of proud Noongar descent, and he has kind of set up a life amongst the WarraWirrin community here. He got offered a job in the mines, but he also does a lot of work in terms of conservation of natural history. So you can find him a lot at the town hall, and he is kind of trying to keep alive the history of the Wadandi people who, used to roam where WarraWirrin was.
And a link between the people of WarraWirrin and his community.
Yes, yeah. But he is beloved by all the children because he's always outside. He's always doing, you can kind of find him fishing. He always has really cool lures and ways of kind of trapping fish and crabs.
I just noticed your terms. Sorry.
Oh.
So sorry.
My Australiana shirt.
Yes, sorry.
That's covered in meat pies.
Meat pies.
Ice vovos. Minties.
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bills.
Our famous ice cream with a gumball.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
So
I was
Australians
just
have
grinning.
Buffalo Bill, which are ice creams that are faces, but they never look like faces when you open them. It's like
No,
a
none of them
smushed
do.
monstrosity.
Yeah.
And there's a gumball in the center, which is
Yeah.
meant to be his nose. Yes, that's my shirt.
Yes.
I wore
Sorry.
it for you.
Sorry about that.
Hi, Charlie.
All right. I see you're practicing on the waves.
Hey,
Well,
yeah.
not actually. We haven't got to
You're
the
gearing
wave
up.
part.
Well,
Gearing
yeah.
up for it.
I'm just gonna feel it out.
Are you
know
guys?
what I mean?
You guys a team.
Yeah.
Well,
Dicky,
yeah, in a loose sense.
You're supplying the know-how. I'm sure you would.
Charlie, Mum said for me to tell you that you're not allowed to tell me any more dirty jokes if I'm going to be talking to you.
Oh, is Mum here?
No?
No. But I'll keep those dirty jokes to myself for now.
You tell them to
Okay.
me, and I'll tell them to Dicky.
Yeah, we don't have time for dirty jokes. They're going to get washed away by the waves. You got to get out there.
Oh yeah, I got to register or something.
Absolutely. And he lifts up his very strong forearm, and he's got the blue ribbon wrapped around it. You're going to be racing up against me.
Oh,
Eric,
Cool.
I'm not really sure you're kind of ready at that kind of skill level yet.
oh, okay.
Let's see what you got. Stand on the board.
Eric will climb onto the board as best he can.
Feet far apart, bend your knees.
Eric's face is confused and just
No, straight back.
almost disassociative.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
Hands
Well-
out.
He's got 2 legs, and that's pretty good. I've seen people surf with less. I mean, fish have got no legs, technically.
That's
Isn't that right,
true.
Dicky?
What about octopus? Oh, they're technically fish and they have legs.
They got tentacles, mate.
Oh, yeah, right. So stupid.
No. I'd say they're more like arms, but much of a muchness, isn't it?
Maybe I could find one today and then we can check.
Yeah.
Croc's like
although,
a fish with legs.
Croc.
They're reptiles.
Yeah.
They're cold-blooded
You
creatures.
see
Well,
too
I
many
don't know.
crocs.
They got scales, don't they?
Don't see too many crocs around here, mate, although
No,
it'd be the
I know,
last
but-
thing you see. Anyway, let's get you out there, mate.
Okay, yeah, for
Be
sure.
good. Do you feel confident?
Yeah.
You'll be right. You just feel it out. It's a
Yeah.
confidence thing.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I can be
Dicky's gonna
confident.
sidle up to Jono and just under his breath be like, "Is Eric gonna die?"
No, mate. He's a good swimmer. He'll be fine. He just might not do that well in the competition, that's all.
Okay.
The whole conversation, Eric was raptured. We're looking from face to face, being like, "Oh, okay, yeah," trying to unable to tell what's serious and what's not. What's a joke and what's what's sincere.
I love Eric.
Eric's it's earnest, is what
Yeah,
he
it's
is.
a lovely, simple, charmed.
Yeah.
He's a good egg.
He
what
tries.
He,
You know,
he
it is
does.
the importance of being earnest.
He-
as well.
There you
Oh, you kind of go up to the tent. Fran is very excited. Oh, Eric, you decided to throw in your lot.
Yeah, well, he's had about an hour of lessons from me, so...
An hour? Oh, I'd say that's entirely too much. Look at the boy. So Charlie Isaac is definitely the one to beat. It's like he kind of sprung from WarraWirrin, fully formed as this very toned, muscular man. You've seen him when he swims and when he surfs and when he fishes and when he kind of does anything to do with the land
water.
and
The land.
water.
He, speaks its language.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
he's intuitive and he
Yeah.
just kind of, it's that easygoing nature that he sees in Eric. So we have Charlie contending,
Okay.
one to beat.
Yeah.
We have Elliot Thompson, which is kind of surprising a lot of people in WarraWirrin. He is the son of the town's cop, Keith.
Oh, the
He's
bastard.
a nice boy, Elliot. It's a very
Elliot
quiet
is
boy.
but here's the thing, Elliot really doesn't do much. He's kind of like Dicky, is often keeps to himself and much more interested in
he
art.
surf?
And this is the thing, no one's really seen him, and he's not in a swimming cozy either.
What?
He's like in a t-shirt. He's in shorts, but it's not bathers. Yeah,
not togs.
Yeah, so it's like it's kind of like the weird goth kid at the beach.
It's you. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll chuck in as well, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, as support for. I'm not going to let Eric go out there just on his.
Eric, fantastic. Are you guys part of a team?
Yeah, we'll team up. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
You got a name?
Team us.
Yeah.
Team
US.
What's your favourite animal?
like cheetah.
It's pretty good. Team cheetah, but
Team-
not like we're
Team
gonna.
cheaters.
Not like we're
heard
gonna
of them
cheat or
before.
anything.
How about
Cheetahs don't really swim though. They actually drown.
how about leopard?
Leopard.
We're team leopard.
Team
Leopards drown
leopard.
too.
Yeah.
All right, I'll lock that in.
Yeah.
No one else really has team names, but
Oh well, you know.
no one else is a team, so you've already got
so
that.
do we need to? Oh, then we should just do it ourselves then, should we?
Well,
How
we're
we
team
should-
in spirit, you know. It's
Oh,
fine. It doesn't
okay.
matter. We'll just help each other out.
And if you
Okay.
get too tangled up, I'm sure Jono can help you swim you back in.
yeah,
from the
all
shore.
right, all right.
Oh yeah, because you saved that kid.
Yeah. I mean, everyone else would have done it too. I just happened to be here. That's all.
Yeah.
You also see Jason from the cool kids. He is the epitome of trying to be cool. Although, depending on who you are, maybe
Sometimes that works.
maybe he pulls it off completely. Maybe the facade is never broken.
Having
He's in-
money helps.
He's in
Yeah.
full jeans at the moment. Like, he's kind of always in flared jeans and a white shirt with his kind of cigarette packet under his sleeve. It's like he's aspiring to be some 50s greaser. Then he just kind of like comes up to Fran. Yeah, I'm going to throw in. Why not? I got the best board, right? Oh, hey, Eric.
Hey.
That's
hey,
my
man.
Walkman.
It's real good.
Yeah.
'cause
Well,
it's-
technically, it's Eric's Walkman now.
That's true. It's
'Cause
true, Jono.
I was listening. It's funny because it has on it the Beach Boys and we're boys at the beach.
Oh yeah. No, it's
That is
it's
pretty
good. I
funny,
was able to like
Yeah.
upgrade once.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got
did you-
the latest
you-
kind of new.
Oh, you upgraded.
Yeah.
Well, it's good for you, man.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. So you guys are surfing?
Yeah, of course. It's a
Yeah.
surfing competition.
Cool.
Of course.
I'll see
Yeah.
you guys out there.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess so, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe you'll see me.
Yeah.
And he kind of like flicks his cigarette onto stamps it out, goes off to basically just rip off his jeans.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
What's up, Dicky?
My name's Dicky, but Jason's a dick.
You gotta stop using that sort of word, man. Too young.
You know, like Charlie said, Mum's not here.
Charlie did say that. Yeah, that's right. That's
Wanker.
true. And at that point, Eric will flick around to see if his parents are anywhere nearby.
Oh.
He's just clocked that they might be coming down, and he didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
So like fear. Nope.
They
all good.
haven't made it down. So we've got a few other contenders. The school teacher for the little kids, one of your teachers, Dicky, Leah Mueller. She's throwing her hands in.
Miss Mueller.
Oh, Dicky, hello.
Hi, Miss Mueller.
You don't have to call me. I'm not your teacher today, Dicky.
Okay, Miss Mueller.
So this is a part of the this is what Australians do, right?
Yeah, I didn't know you could surf.
I don't think I can.
Have you not had any lessons at all?
No, I used to swim, obviously back home in the Rhine and
Good luck.
yeah.
So-
I mean, I can swim very well, but I don't know about standing up in the waves. But it's fun, right?
I didn't know you did like fun things outside of school.
There's probably a lot you don't know about me, Dicky, and maybe that's for the best.
Oh,
You should see her in the pub at night.
I'm not allowed in the pub.
Oh, yeah,
That is,
right.
yes, that's important school work, Jono.
Yeah.
I have to drink a lot to grade a lot of these papers.
It's a nice place to work, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, and besides, no one's beat me yet, so I have to kind of stay in there until someone can outdrink me, no?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, stands to reason. Well, I will see you out there. She kind of like waves her blue ribbon. She's like got a board that she's rented.
I love the enthusiasm.
She doesn't really know how to hold it. It's kind of like she's holding it like a tray instead of like under your arm.
She's got it like double-handed,
Yeah,
like
she's-
around her front. She's like hugging it to her body.
Yeah. She doesn't really know what to do.
I remember the first time seeing a teacher like outside of school
I know,
context.
right?
It
That was
the
perfect.
weirdest fucking thing. You wear casual clothes? What?
Yeah.
Who
and
are you?
and Fran, she doesn't need a whistle. She does the kind of 2 fingers.
Oh god.
I can't do it.
Neither can I.
Insert.
We'll put it sound effect.
Yeah. It'll just be me holding a mic to my mum who can do that. It's piercing. And you see it coming from this kind of stout old lady in her 60s with kind of a frizz of white hair around her.
We're still standing near her register.
Yeah.
Like, oh god.
Oh, sorry, Jono. Sorry, Eric. You're right, Dicky?
What?
Let me tie that blue ribbon on
Sure.
your wrist. There you go.
Thanks, man.
All right. I think we've got all of our contenders in today for the 1970 WarraWirrin Surfing Championships. All right, so we have Charlie Isaac. We've got Elliot Thompson. We have John Smith. Jono. We've got Eric Fisher.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Pennington and Leah Mueller competing. All right, on your boards,
I guess we'll just paddle out, mate.
Do we, like out? Yeah, okay.
and you're off.
Come on, mate.
All right, yeah.
Dicky, friend kind of turns to you and goes, Dicky, you got a really good eye for these kind of things.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, do you reckon you could help me judge?
Oh, so I can like decide who like the winner's gonna be?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a good judge of character, and I'll go by technique.
Perfect,
style,
sounds all right. Really,
and
Fran's just hoping
speed.
for. She just kind of wants to get off her feet a little bit. So she has like a red vest with kind of some fluoros on there. It's almost like embroidered on the back. Clearly, she's made it for herself over the years, as this kind of thing has become more of a tradition in WarraWirrin, just among the locals. So it's like all very handmade stuff. So she just kind of gives you this embroidered judge vest, which has like little patches of floral and whatever quilting kind of things.
She's
that
a big
got.
woman, so probably drowns.
It is
Do you have
up
one that has my name on it at all?
hang on, here you go. And she gets like, she just kind of like reaches into her bum bag, as we call it, not her fanny pack in Australia. And she's got some kind of labels in there. So just kind of like scrawls Dicky, and then slaps it on your chest, whacks you on the back. All right, Dicky, just whoever stays on the longest wins.
So Dicky
great way of doing it.
Dicky will take like 4 steps forward and just like put his hands on his hips and has a wide stance and just like squints his eyes and is just watching,
Squinting into the
intently.
sun.
Yeah.
Just like,
He's like a lighthouse.
Hang on.
Hey.
She sees just this small child staring into the sun and like squinting, and she just hang on. She just kind of runs up, bundles you in a cap, and she gives you a pair of binoculars. And then
Grab
she
me.
kind of has a once over. She kind of like, she's very like manhandly. She's just kind of like twisting Dicky back and forth. Hang on. She reaches into her bum bag and like smears some zinc on your nose.
And like,
all right, there you go.
And as she's like giving him all this stuff, like without looking away, he's like, "Oh, these are cool. Can I keep these?"
No.
No.
If you buy them.
Roll to Cast Mystery Down Under is a Baby Beard media production. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Discord. And all our podcasts are on Spreaker, Spotify, YouTube, and all good podcatchers. You can support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/babybeard. Kids on Bikes and all associated properties are trademark of Renegade Game Studios. Used with permission.
You've been listening to a Robots Radio podcast. Smart shows for interesting people. Check out all the shows at robotsradio.net.
Looking for a Fallout audio drama? It's True Vault Escapades! That's right, follow the death-defying adventures of Detective Walter Camry and his Vault Girl Bunny as they solve the Wasteland's biggest mysteries. From the dramatic Texas prologue to the high-stakes world of New Vegas, Walter and Bunny risk it all to crack everything from murders, slaver syndicates, and corruption at the highest level in post-nuclear America. True Vault Escapades. It's a Fallout show with a detective twist. Look for True Vault Escapades wherever you get your podcasts.